At 10, the 20th annual Women Honoring Women event just wrapped up at the Von Braun Center in Huntsville. Week 31's Brittany Harry was at that event. She joins us live now from there with the highlights. Brittany.
Yeah, this was a fundraising event by the WEDC Foundation. This foundation says that this is actually one of their largest events and they can continue their mission because of people's generosity in the community. And we also know that they say that this event was extra special this year because it's Giving Tuesday.
This is such an empowering and inspirational event. It's great to have it in person again, to be able to honor the women in our community and then also to help inspire our scholars.
Meet the 5 honorees of this year's Women Honoring Women event hosted by the Women's Economic Development Council in Huntsville. These ladies from all different backgrounds coming together to inspire even more women.
I am absolutely elated. Honor, privilege, doesn't describe it.
In total, in the 20 years that we've been having this event, we've had 109 honorees.
The WEDC empowers local women in their pursuit of higher education through mentoring, financial assistance, and professional development, providing women with the tools they need to succeed, and not only that, but to thrive as well. The money raised at the event will go right back to the nonprofit organization. WEDC started in 1998, and to date, more than 190 scholars have benefited from the foundation.
Events like this are truly important because not only does this event allow for the WEDC Foundation to operate fully for its annual funding, but it also gives scholarships to those young ladies. And that's truly important, with 100% of the proceeds going straight back into the program and all of it benefiting these young ladies and the education that they're receiving.
You know, our scholars are our future workforce and our future women leaders in the community, and so investing in them and supporting them is really not only important to them, but also important to our overall community.
For the last several years, scholars have received $1,500 per semester, but according to the WEDC today, that they actually announced that those scholars are now going to be receiving $2,000 per semester. Of course, they're very happy about that announcement. If you'd like to learn more about this foundation, we have their information and their website on our website, waytv.com. But for now, reporting live from the VBC, Brittany Harry, Way 31 News.
All right, Brittany, thanks. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson in the Rocket City.
The big takeaways from his first official visit to Marshall Space Flight Center.
Coverage you can count on. You're watching Way 31 News with Dan Schaefer, Nakel Williams, Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna, Sports Director Nolan Knight, and the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson in Huntsville today, making his first official visit to Marshall Space Flight Center. Way 31 followed along on his tour. He praised the important work being done there to support the Artemis missions, but acknowledged the challenges, budgets, timelines, and what Build Back Better could mean for the center. A show and tell at Marshall. Center Director Jody Singer and her team hosting NASA's new administrator, Bill Nelson, updating him on North Alabama's important role in developing, engineering, and manufacturing essential components of the space launch system.
It is the Artemis generation, and you have seen a lot of that generation here today in this briefing. It's going to be extraordinary what we're doing.
Joining Nelson, Deputy Administrator Pam Melroy. A former astronaut, she's excited to be part of the next giant leap, as it were, for NASA, going back to the moon with a new purpose.
This time we're going to stay, and that's absolutely important, and Marshall is playing a crucial role in that.
Marshall's history is one of transportation, building rockets. For Artemis, they're branching out into life support, testing components for lunar habitats that will allow humans to live and work on the moon. Nelson praised the can-do attitude of Marshall.
And you can see it in the gleam in the eye beyond the mask of all these people that have talked to us today.
But he also noted the 60-year-old facility is showing its age. He urged the Senate to pass President Biden's massive Build Back Better spending plan. It would fund badly needed repairs at Marshall, like the administration building, known as 4200, now condemned and covered in protective netting because pieces of it are falling off.
That building needs to be replaced. There's a low-level laboratory here that it's on its last legs. That building needs to be torn down and replaced.
The costly Artemis missions are already years behind schedule. Nelson defended NASA's slow and steady pace. As a young congressman, he flew aboard Shuttle Columbia just weeks before the Challenger disaster.
When you realize that you're on the cutting edge, that you're living on the edge, that any little thing could go wrong, NASA should take its time, make sure it's safe, and in the case of human beings in the loop, that is especially true.
The uncrewed Artemis 1 mission is scheduled for this February. It's a test flight for SLS that will send the Orion spacecraft around the moon and test the heat shield during re-entry. Humans will be on board for Artemis 2, but that won't happen until 2024 after extensive analysis of the Artemis 1 test flight data.